Look what I got. This week we're playing around with Russian piping tips again because you guys loved the last video and it got over 2 million views. Except this time it'll be the ball tips. My name is Lori and you're watching The Icing Artist. The kit that I ordered came with 7 different piping tips and 1 divided coupler. Now these tips are built for cupcakes. They all pretty well look the same, but there's small changes in them. There's like these little differences, and I think it's gonna be the same thing with the cupcakes. I was really careful when cutting the hole in my piping bag because these have the like fat ball ends on them. So just kind of big enough so it slide over that ball tip, but not too big that the tip would just, go falling out of the bag. And of course made some bright and colorful icing. If you guys want my full recipe, I will leave a link right here. You guys want to click the I will also leave a link down below in the description box. And hey, while you're down there, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. The first tip we're going to be using has these like straight stripes on the side of it and this little star on the end. I twisted my piping bag going like back and forth while like squeezing out the icing to give it this really wavy look, because that's what I saw everybody else do and it seemed to work pretty good. The one thing about these tips, they do leave like this hole at the top of the cupcake, which can look a little off. What I saw most people do was put candy in the top of it, but I thought we would fill it up with like the matching icing. So I just used my 1M piping tip, which is like my go-to cupcake piping tip, and you can't even tell there was a hole in there. The next tip we're going to use has the same straight stripes, except this time it has a closed off end. I use the same technique again, and it looks very similar, except I noticed that this one has a deeper hole in it, I guess because it had the closed off end. So again, just going to fill that up with the icing. Now I want to try a different technique using the same piping tip, except this time I'm going to twist the cupcake and leave my piping bag in the same place to create almost a twist. And I'm just going to mix things up a bit by putting a different color of icing in the center. It kind of reminds me of like the food that you see on The Grinch. It's like all the Dr. Seussy kind of looking food with the bright colors. And the next tip I'm going to use looks very similar again, except it has very narrow straight stripes. And this one looks a lot more ruffly, like very fluffy and light. It's funny how like the difference in like the width of the little straight stripes can like make such a big difference in the icing. Next one I'm actually really excited for because it has these like jagged edges. So I'm so curious to see like how it's gonna look. It's so cool how you can see like all those like jagged lines all throughout the icing twist. I find that like the icing spiral even itself looks a lot more defined than the other ones. The other ones more look light and ruffly, whereas this one you can really see those waves. And the next one has the same jagged edges, except this one has like a twist in it. And with this one, you can really see all those jagged lines again, which I love, except it looks even more defined than the last one. You can really see like the thick twist going up. Love this tip. I decided to do a short one of this one as well by just twisting the cupcake and leaving my piping bag in the same place to create that like short twist. And with a little star just in the center. These two are definitely my favorite so far. The next one has these super narrow straight strips. And well, this is gonna be interesting. Yep, it's official. It looks like a pile of shredded lettuce on a cupcake. I guess it would work really well for like a taco cake or, a salad cake. As humorous as the tip is, I don't know how practical it is. But my guess is because the slits are so narrow, my icing just isn't pushing out of it smoothly, and that's why it looks very shredded like that. Last one, we're gonna shake things up a bit. I wanted to do some like marbled icing, so I'm gonna put all 3 colors into one piping bag. You could use the coupler for this, but I prefer kind of just putting them all in one bag. That way it like marbles nicely together. You don't have those like really solid lines defining them. And of course, one less dish to wash. And this one looks like a candy cupcake. I love how all those 3 colors like come together with a little twist. It looks so cool. I did the same thing by combining the 3 colors from my 1M piping tip to do a pretty little star in the middle. The 3 colors even look super cool as a short twist. Now for my own curiosity, I really wanted to see what the 1M looked like compared to these other piping tips because like I said, it is my go-to piping tip for any cupcake. I just ruffled it back and forth like I normally did. It creates this really pretty wave. And honestly, I really enjoyed testing out all the different Russian piping tips. I think they look really cool. I love the jagged one, but the 1M is probably still gonna be my go-to piping tip. And if you guys didn't know about all the talents and skills of the 1M piping tip, now you do. But I would love to know in the comment section below which tip you guys like best. If you like the whole ball rushing piping tips, if you guys want to see any more piping tip videos. And of course, don't forget to come back here again next week so we can make something else into cake or just play with icing. Bye guys.